Zombie debt assignment. How to apply delinquent accounts, zombie debt and/or aged primaries to your personal credit report. I handle all accounts that are serviced for my company. This puts me in the position to deal with a lot of financial obligations, mainly debt and how these affect our customers and the other companies we consistently do business with. Needless to say, during my many years at this position, I have learned many tricks of the trade. Although most companies that are fortunate enough to understand how to sell their debt in a most lucrative manner usually do this in bulk. However, I have learned that it is much more profitable to break down the portfolios of delinquent accounts and sell them individually. Is this legal? Yes, but this practice is not done to a large extent. This is due to the fact that there is a loophole within the credit laws that allow individuals to benefit from the unpaid debts of others. Usually, it is only the large firms and debt collection companies that solely benefit from this massive amount of debt. In this short guide, I am going to teach you how you can personally benefit from the unpaid debt of others in a few simple instructions. I must warn you, every step must be followed exactly with this method. We are dealing with contract law, and contract law is always right and exact. Step 1. Let me begin by saying that this process is unknown to the average everyday individual. I've heard many different credit gurus claim to explain the process with little to no results. They have some of the process correct, but in most cases they are often lacking vital information. For instance, they are quick to tell others that they need an assignment of debt contract to transfer the debt. This is absolutely true, but it is not the whole truth. What most don't know is that there are 2 assignment contracts required to complete transaction. Just like anything else in life, there must be a balance in the credit reporting data. This means that in order to update your file, another file must be updated. I will explain this further later. The very first step is to purchase the debt you want to eventually add to your personal or business credit file. The purchase of the debt is handled using an assignment of debt contract. This is the first of 2 assignment contracts that must be completed. The assignment of debt contract reassigns the debt from the original creditor to the new creditor. This first assignment does not transfer the actual debt obligation, only the right to collect on a specific debt. At this point, the original debt is still owed and outstanding. It is best to use a business to purchase your debt. If you don't own a business, use a third-party company to do this. We deal with a lot of accounts receivable, for example car dealerships, loan administrators, vendors, debt collectors, etc. Debt cannot be assigned properly without all of the necessary documentation. We have a copy of the original contract, all payment information and spreadsheet in digital form, and any notes dealing with the account. After the debt has been purchased, the first assignment is completed. Move on to the next step. Our company already legally owns the debt. The second assignment contract is known as an assumption of debt agreement, and is entered into by the original debtor and the new debtor, and also requires permission of the creditor that holds the debt at the time of this contract. This document actually transfers the obligation to pay the debt from the original debtor to the new debtor. In this contract, the original debtor is the assigner and you are the assignee. It is necessary to get the assignee's signature notarized. If we cannot contact the original debtor, no problem. We can use tacit acquiescence. The creditor, which is our company, must also sign this document. This is why it was important the debt is owned by a company. Hopefully this is all clear and you are now following the blueprint so far. When all of the necessary documents have been filled out and signed, we may now move on. We create the final contract to cement the whole process as well as complete the deal. Being that the newly transferred debt is still outstanding, it must now be settled. You settle the debt by entering into a debt settlement agreement between the creditor and yourself. You want the settlement amount to be as low as possible, but high enough for you to make 6 monthly payments. This is because the credit bureaus can calculate a credit score based on time monthly payments over at least a 6-monthly period. You want the most amount of money shown as paid as possible. Now the debt is settled and contracts perfected. The only thing left to do is get these accounts reporting to your credit. All you have to do now is wait, Hopefully in 30 to 60 days you will have an aged primary situated on your credit report.